We have our heading.
Here we go!
From the magic within our hearts to the adventure beyond the horizon, there is only one Disney.
This video is also sponsored by SoulFab, a great site that gives health advice for allergies, conditions, essential oils, and other remedies. Please visit soulfab.com today. Hello my YouTube friends, Rascal here, and I hope you're all having an awesome summer. Grab your popcorn because we're taking a look at a drop pilot that Amazon is now regretting, Eddie of the Realms Eternal. This pilot was created by the geniuses at the Ireland Studio Cartoon Saloon, also known for making Secret of the Cows, Santa's Apprentice, Moon Man, and Song of the Sea. The studio also made two animated series, Skunk Fu and Puffin' Rock, which the latter is available on Netflix. In November 2015, Amazon Studios announced their semi-monthly pilot season, in which they showcased several pilots of different genres to their customers, and they could watch, rate, and review them. After a few months, the highest rated pilots would be greenlit by Amazon, while the rest remain locked up in their endless library, never be seen by the public again until Amazon decides to revive it. And today we're going to be watching one of those pilots. I found the pilot on Vimeo recently, so if you want to watch the pilot before the review, since I go into detail, I recommend doing so, then come back to this video. The link to it is in the description. Without further ado, this is Eddie of the Realms Eternal. We start off with a narrator telling the story of the Realms Eternal. It was once attacked by the infamous Shadow Queen for a long time, until the great wizard Iwan fought her off. Seeing that the Shadow Queen was too powerful to handle on his own, he summoned a hero from Earth named Edward Armstrong I, and together they banished the Shadow Queen from the Realms Eternal. Now I know what you're probably thinking. This is going to be like every other fantasy series out there, isn't it? Well, just keep watching. We cut to a young wizard elf named Hobie, voiced by Kid Flash himself, James Bizak. And I gotta say, he was the perfect choice for this character. He reminds me so much of Emperor Cusco, I almost used him in a mashup.
Ha! Boom, baby!
He just has some of the best lines in here.
Human?
Human?
Pff, I never even heard of him. You know what? You work with what you got. That is what I heard from someplace. Might have been me. I don't know. I'm not a big listener. Ah, fame. You unrelenting mistress.
Hey, everybody hits their stride. You just hit yours 50 years ago.
It's revealed that Hobie is actually the grandson of the late Iwan the Wizard, and he's just telling the story to get attention from other elves again. Another elf girl, voiced by Grey Griffin, asks him what would he do if the Shadow Queen ever returned, to which Hobie replies,
Then she'll find me. Hobie Treeborn, waiting for her.
Help! The Shadow Queen is back!
The Shadow who now?
Wow, that was fast. Hobie desperately tries to come up with a plan by running away.
Man, that is weak.
Hobie then decides to do as his grandfather did, summon an Edward Armstrong from Earth to help defeat the Queen. The story then cuts to Earth, where we meet Eddie Armstrong III, voiced by Amazon star Solane Morgan Siegel, best known for the titular character Gwynor Gibbons' Life on Normal Street. And is it me, or does Eddie look like a weird mixture of Dipper Pines and Paranorman? I just hope some ghosts don't show up during this. We see Eddie's sister Sonia and the grandfather, who tells them the same story of the Realms Eternal as he drives them to school. This was actually a great way to introduce all the characters, the plot, and the conflict, and we haven't even hit the 5-minute mark. Seriously, it usually takes other shows about 10 minutes to get the viewer caught up, and this pilot got it done in less than half the time. That's pretty impressive. As Eddie goes to class, he bumps into the school mean girl Heather, voiced by Carrie Walgren, who wastes no time in being a jerk.
Heather, sorry, I didn't see you.
Wrong.
Everybody sees me. Nobody sees you.
Oh, you want to make this a thing?
Eddie goes to clean himself up in the restroom, and at the same time, Hobie summons him to the realms.
Oh, great. Is nothing going to go right today?
Believing that Eddie will be an absolute fail, Hobie casts a spell to give Eddie muscles, but instead it gives him a seemingly useless tail. Hobie shows Eddie to the public in hopes that the crowd will feel safe, but they're less than enthusiastic.
Here's everybody! I have summoned a hero!
Take Iwan. Where?
What do you mean, where? Right here!
Him?
Yes, him.
Hey, take what you can get, dude. You don't have that much body to spare. After some more shadow minions show up, Eddie rightfully runs for his life, but is eventually cornered. And this is where the tail actually joins in.
Thanks.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Usually tails are used for comic relief and don't really do much, but this tail's actually sentient and smart enough to protect Eddie, fight off the monsters, and provide some assistance. That was a genius idea. I love it. Before he can fight anymore, Hobie uses an earthquake spell to trap the monsters, but ends up falling in. After the awesome tail once again saves them, Eddie realizes that the stories that his grandfather told were true, and the two end up learning that they're more connected than they realize.
My grandfather used to tell me all these stories about the Realms Eternal and the Shadow Queen and the mighty Iwan.
Hey, that's my grandfather.
My grandfather is Eddie Armstrong the First. I'm Eddie Armstrong the Third.
Oh, I see what happened. Wow, your family line really went south fast.
Look who's talking! You're not exactly Harry Potter, dude.
What? That's the respect we get? After all I've done, what should I do? Whip up some magic shovels too?
Hobie then tries to find a spell to send Eddie back home, but when he can't find one, they'll have to look for the Eye of Iwan jewel that can grant any wish. But little do they know, the Shadow Queen, also voiced by Carrie Walgren, is watching them.
So, the wizard summoned a hero. Let us learn just how heroic he really is.
Now you might want to pay attention to her mannerisms. This really comes in handy later on. People have pointed out that there aren't really a lot of powerful female villains out there, with a few exceptions, that have the same threat as male ones. But if this show returns, I think we'll have a pretty formidable female villain that people will be intrigued by. So little is known about her, and like Top, people really want to know more. As Eddie and Hobie go on their quest, the Shadow Queen sends numerous minions to destroy them, only for each one to be accidentally thwarted by our heroes. At the same time, the two boys actually have some fun, getting to know each other, and have some good character development. Again, this show has some great pacing. Everything is done in a quick and enjoyable amount of time, and it doesn't ruin the story. There were times when I watched it and I didn't realize that I was halfway through. It's that good. As they journey through a forest, they're captured by a giant carnivorous plant. Like any hero would do, Hobie saves himself and leaves Eddie to become plant food.
My hero?
Until a mysterious girl rescues him and takes down the plant all by herself.
I am so in love with her right now. What? Nothing.
It turns out the girl is another human, but before Eddie can ask her anything, Hobie shows up and the girl disappears. This character has started a theory or two on who she really is. I have one too, but I want to keep that to myself for a future video, or whenever this show gets more episodes. Regardless, she's one of the many mysteries that this show has to offer. After seeing that the plant failed, the Shadow Queen awakens a rock giant named Gog Magog, voiced by John DiMaggio, to destroy our heroes. Meanwhile, Eddie and Hobie arrive at the tomb, but need a way to get inside.
There's gotta be some way to open it. A latch or something. Huh. Hey, what's that?
I am no art expert, but I believe that is called a face.
Hold on. Yes! There is something in here!
That's nasty.
After they get in, Hobie attempts to awaken Iwan and send Eddie home, but nothing happens. Can't take too long, the pilot's almost over. I'm not kidding, we only have a few minutes left in this. You know when people say some things are so good you forget how long it's supposed to be? This is one of those things. I watched this thing like 10 times and I never feel like I've been watching for 22 minutes. Heck, I don't feel like I'm watching a pilot. I feel like I'm watching a show that's on hiatus. Anyway, Gog Magog finds the two and is about to eat Hobie until Eddie uses his phone to trick the giant to thinking they've trapped another giant, to which Gog Magog reacts,
That's me twin brother Magogagog.
Tell you what, run, never bother us or anyone again, and we'll set him free.
The Shadow Queen won't be happy, but it's what me mum would want.
You're a good son.
this thing has a brother and a mother. Oh my gosh. Gog Magog lets them go and he leaves, and they get back to their quest. Except that the whole place is destroyed and the gym is practically cracked. Hobie gives up on getting Eddie home and labels himself a complete failure. Eddie reminds him about all the things he's accomplished without the Eye of Iwan, and that he could still help without it. Hobie realizes that he can't defeat the Queen by himself and he's going to need all the help he can get. So the two settle on a plan that would be the formula of the show. Eddie could still live on Earth and balance his school life with his hero life, and Hobie can summon him back to the Realms Eternal whenever he needs his help.
We'll do this together, just like our grandfathers did.
Just like our grandfathers did.
After Hobie sends Eddie home, he finds his grandfather and sister fast asleep. I also want to point out that Grandpa has a book that resembles he and Iwan in their prime on the cover. I have no idea if this was made for his grandkids as a bedtime story or it's a published novel that the entire world is well aware of. Either way, I did notice it the last 10 times and I thought it would be interesting to point out. Anyway, Eddie tells his sister that magic is real, even though she's knocked out, wishes her good night and heads off to bed, leaving the crystal eye by her nightstand. Wait, he was absent from school all day. Shouldn't have somebody already called his home by now? Gog Magog returns to the Shadow Queen to explain why he failed, and she traps him in a cell phone and deletes him. Oh my glossary, what app does she have? Better yet, how does she have access to Earth technology? Okay, let's finish this up. Right before the pilot ends, we have one last thing to discover. The true identity of the Queen.
Looks like tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day at school.
That's right. The Shadow Queen is Heather, the school bully. And now she knows about Eddie's plans and can target him both in school and the realms. Holy crap. So that was Eddie of the Realms Eternal. How was it? Obviously it was awesome. Everything about this pilot was spectacular. The story is very entertaining, intriguing to keep you interested. The characters are likable and very well developed. The humor is always hilarious and the animation is absolutely amazing. Everything is so vibrant and detailed, you can stop the show and just look at the design in the background. It's like Samurai Jack meets Emperor's New Groove with a hint of Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, and Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Everything is hand-drawn, so all the expressions and movements are really fluid and expressive. It also has some spot-on pacing. Everything you need to know is shown within 5 minutes. Boom plot, boom conflict, boom heroes and villains, boom character development. I love it. I rated the pilot, reviewed, and complimented Bill Motz on this, so only one question remains.
What the hell's gonna happen?
What is it with networks and not airing good shows? Every single time there's an awesome action or adventure cartoon, the network cancels it before it can even finish, then they replace them with a mindless comedy reboot, then they make us wait 10 years for it to come back and finish. What is wrong with you, Amazon? How could... Okay, I'm good. Yeah, so after pilot season was over, Amazon took a year to choose and they rejected this pilot. Along with every other positively reviewed pilot, animated or not. In fact, they greenlit all the lower rated ones and one of them canceled within a month of airing. In fact, this was the highest rated animated pilot of the bunch and they still didn't do it. Heck, they didn't even notify Bill or Bob that they didn't get picked up. They went behind their backs and removed it from Amazon streaming way before their final decision. And according to director Tom Moore, because Amazon distributes it, they won't give back the license, so they can't even give it to Netflix, who will take anything no matter how bad. Well, I'm not giving up on this show. I know it's been 2 years since its release, and I wish I could have reviewed it when it came on. Bill Moss has even said that they have a lot more stories to tell, and the crew was so proud of this. They really wanted us to promote it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. You can help too. Share this video with everyone you know so they can watch and share. Use the hashtag Return to the Realms underneath it so we can spread awareness. And if Bill Moss, Bob Roth, or anyone who works at Amazon Cartoon Saloon is watching this, please share this too. We want this show. We love it. We miss it. Someone try to get this at the Kickstarter or contact Amazon to greenlit this because they need all the help they can get. If we can get Samurai Jack, Invader Zim, Hey Arnold, and a bunch of other reboots and revivals, we can get this back too. And if there's a way I can put this up on YouTube, I'll do it. But I kind of doubt it because they blocked a lot of the clips, so unfortunately I can't even link you to that. I also put a link to Bill Moss's channel, an awesome music video for the pilot, Amazon's contact page, and Bill Moss and Bob Roth's Twitter in the description. Tell them how much you love the pilot, whether you saw it on Amazon or this review. I hope and pray that we can one day see Eddie and Hobie return and save the realms. Be sure to like, sub, comment, and share. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Later.
Across the divide of time and space came a hero without sword or mace. Wiser than an elf, goblin, or gnome. He'll do great things. But first, must go home.